Good evening, everyone. Welcome to next session of ATAL Faculty Development Program, Progressive Safety Engineering Strategies in Manufacturing and Industrial Applications. I am delighted to introduce our esteemed resource person, Mr. Stephy Joseph, who will be taking us through an insightful session on Introduction to Behavior-Based Safety. Welcome, sir, for the session.
Thank you. Thank you. So directly we go to the session. I'm late for 10 minutes. Just a minute. Can you see the slide? Is
Yes,
it?
sir.
Yeah, oh, this okay. Okay. So behavior-based safety. So what is behavior-based safety? Actually, if you see the statistics of the accidents, we can understand that majority of the accidents are because of unsafe acts. It is not because of the human, it is not because of the machine problem. It is all because of the human error. According to this H.W. Heinrich, he is considered to be the father of safety. According to him, majority of the accidents, around 80 plus 85 percentage or 88 percentage of the accidents are because of unsafe act, and only 10 percentage of the accidents are because of unsafe conditions. And 2% of the accidents are because of natural calamities like earthquake, volcano, nuclear, the tsunami, all that things. So we have to concentrate on human beings. So according to our belief, all accidents, almost all accidents are preventable. So today we will discuss about what is history of BBS, how we can have a law leadership and cultural systems can be implemented in safety, and human behavior and accident, behavior correction, state of mind, critical errors, CERT, critical error reduction technique, implementation, and some statistical analysis. So behavior-based safety is actually a psychological concept we are applying to reduce the human error. As we mentioned, the majority in maybe 100 years before or 50 years before, even still right now also, the majority of the accidents are because of human error only. That is human absent-mindedness, overconfidence, complacency, short circuit. All these things are still the problem of accidents. If you take any disasters, Bhopal, Blitzboro, 3 Mile Island, or Chernobyl, if you take all these disasters, majority of the disasters are because of the human problems, human errors, human uh, absent-mindedness or trying shortcuts, all that things are the reason. So BBS, we are just applying a systematic application of psychology research on human behavior to the problem of safety in the workplace. Actually, this system, this technology or this technique has been invented by a company called DuPont. During 1970, what was the intention behind this, or what was the cause behind for the invention of this theory was 1970. It's actually one of the largest petrochemical industry in the world, DuPont. They're manufacturing various components, chemicals, and all that things. So 1970s onwards, their accidents rates are very high. They were tried hardware changes, safety guards, that system, so many systems they have changed, engineering controls they have implemented, but still the accidents are not reducing drastically. In 1980, they were changed, some procedural changes, administrative controls, software changes, that also doesn't have much impact. Slightly accidents are reducing. And finally, they found out that the human beings are the problem. So human beings correction, human factor correction, their behavior correction only can change a drastic change in accident reduction. So they have implemented BBS from 1990 to 2000. There is a drastic change in accident reduction. That is nothing but the history of that. So this is actually H.W. Heinrich principle. He has analyzed around 550,000 occupational accidents for the past maybe 20, 30 years. He collected so many data, and this 550,000 accidents. That means 550,000 accidents he has converted into 330 accidents. In that 330 accident, only one got a fatality. 29 were resulted in a minor injury. 300 were near misses. So near miss, you can see this is a near miss video. I just show you as a near miss. What is near miss? It will be like this. Just show you video. Here you can see the near miss. These all are near misses. You can see this. So it's a lengthy video. I'm stopping here. So from this, you will understand what is near miss. That is why in many of the industries now they are practicing near miss reporting also, because near miss also has the potential to cause an accident. On that day, it has not happened, but that doesn't mean that next day a near miss can be an accident. So near miss reporting system also will be there. And safety is nothing but the condition of being safe or freedom from accidents or injury, all things. So safety is a function of risk. So safety is required in all walks of life. Safety is part of every day. If you start from the beginning, if you switch on a light, the day may be begin by your bedroom switch light, switching on the bedroom light. Maybe the day will start like that. That itself, there is a hazard. Electrical shock can happen. So safety is everywhere. It's part of our life, everyday living, every activity involving a lot of hazards and other things. And if you see, according to International Labour Organization, every day 6,000 employees do not return back after home because 27,000 people permanently disabled and 3,42,000 accident people met with an accident every day in the worldwide. And also from a child to an old person, every person has gone for around 20 plus lifelines. I mean 20 plus potential fatal close calls. Those 20 accidents or 20 incidents could have taken our life. We are survived because of the luck, and we have to replace that luck by using skill. That is BBS. BBS is replaced. BBS is actually meant for replacing the luck with skill. So that technique we are going to apply here. And this is actually a Malayalam paper cutting. I will explain. This is actually about road accidents. Yesterday also we were discussing about road accidents. Most of the people are dying not because of industrial accidents or anything else. This is because of road accidents. In India, around 1,50,000 people are dying every year with 3,60,000 accidents. 66,000 accidents happened in previous years. And but that is not a number one in regarding the accidents. According to accidents, 22 lakhs accidents are happening in United States, whereas only 37,000 people are dying. But in India, only 3,60,000 accidents are happening, and 1.5 lakh people are dying. So if you see the accident statistics year by year, see 2017 1.5 lakhs, 1.52 lakhs, 54 lakhs, 1.33 lakhs, 1.55 lakhs. Gradually, almost every year we have around 1.5 lakhs, except 2020, that is COVID. So you see globally our highest road accident death is India, China, United States, Indonesia, Russia, all that things. What is the cause for accidents in India? Majority of the cause and accidents in India is because of overspeeding, dangerous, careless driving, vehicle parking, the road conditions, lack of road infrastructure, weather conditions, and lack of enforcement. If suppose why the Saudi Arabia or any Arab countries doesn't have this much accident death rates, a number of accidents is also very less because the fine amount is so high, enforcement is very high, they have cameras over everywhere. So that is why the accident rates are less. If you go to Himalaya, Jammu Kashmir and all, still there is helmet is not mandatory at all. People are without wearing the helmet. The people are riding the bike. Cripples are there. You can see a lot of violation of road traffic rules in almost all North Indian states. Many of the states, I mean, we except some cities. So that is because of the enforcement is not so strong. That is also one reason for that. And cost-wise accidents, deaths in India, again, overspeed and dangerous, careless driving, vehicle parking, all that things. If you see the states-wise, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, all these states have highest rate of accidents reported every year. And what is hazard? We have discussed yesterday what are the various hazards, physical, mechanical, electrical, biological, and all that things. We have discussed these things yesterday, so I am not going in deep. This is assignment for you. Can you identify the various hazards in this picture? This is an assignment for everybody has to respond. Gentlemen, every faculty, please try to respond. Can you find out various hazards in this work in this picture? Anybody? Just ask you. Randomly I call you. Dilip Naik ji, can you find out the various hazards in this picture?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir, please.
Housekeeping is the first hazard.
Yeah, then?
Things are not properly kept.
Yeah.
And
Anything?
also,
Everybody can respond. This is a very nice exercise. Housekeeping is not there, correct only, sir. You just observe.
electrical wires are openly.
Yes, sir. Electrical wires here and there. So the electrical insulation can break and sometimes shock hazard may be there. Yes, correct. Thank you, sir. Anybody else? Please voluntarily come.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
That lady wearing that dress.
Yes, correct. And now see that lady, in front of the lady, there is a manhole open. So the lady can fall into that manhole. Yes or no, sir? There is a manhole open here, no? So the lady can fall into the manhole. That these type of dresses are not allowed inside industries, or they're not wearing the proper dress codes. That is correct. Anything else, sir? Anybody else? Please respond. Very good interaction. Very good interaction. This is how our observation skills will increase in the safety side, safety point of view. Yeah, there was Maya, Bindu. Anybody was there? Yeah, please respond. Some more. Let me call the names of Christian Anthony. Christian Anthony is there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please tell me, Christian Anthony. I'll just show you some more names. Anjana, Anu Johnson, Anu Sunny, Arishma, Ajit, Arun, Jos, all that people can respond. Please respond. Yes. One by one, yes, please. Yes, sir.
Can you hear
Yes,
me,
ma'am.
sir?
Yes,
Sir,
ma'am.
they are not wearing proper PPEs, helmet and all.
Yes, correct. Exactly right, ma'am. Correct. Nobody is wearing proper PPE. That's correct then. Specifically anything? Yes. Somebody was responding? Can you? Yeah, please.
So a person is standing under the lifting.
Yes, absolutely right. This person is standing under a suspended load. This is actually an unsafe act. Very good, sir. Thank you for your good observation.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yes. Anybody else? Please. There are a lot of around 20 plus unsafe act and conditions you can see here in this picture. See this gentleman. This gentleman is throwing a hammer here. See, can you see? This person is throwing a hammer here. This is an unsafe act. And first aid box is open. This ladder, the person climbing on the ladder rails is damaged. 3-point contact is not maintained, and the toolkit is actually holding, the tools can fell down and it can hit on this person's head. And this man in the ladder is smoking a cigarette. Can you see, sir? Hey, he is smoking a cigarette here. And what about the forklift driver? Actually, forklift driver cannot see anything. Blind spot, fully loaded. Forklift can topple. Forklift can hit anybody. And this gas cutting, this apron of the cloth or coverall can be get fire. And slippery floor here, oil leakage is here. And this is the wrong way of, this rod can hit on the head of this person. And this ladder position is not 1:4. This thing is not there. Cables are here and there. There are a lot of sharp edges, pins, and all the things here in the table. And improper housekeeping, wrong stacking of boxes. Lot of like that. So this is how we are just observing the things. So BPS actually we are implementing to observing the things, and we have to correct the behavior of each and every person. So thank God we are alive here today because of luck. Maybe we have to replace that is because of the skill. And what is leadership? Alexander the Famous has a great quote about the leadership. I am not afraid of an army of land led by a sheep. I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. Did you got the meaning? I am not Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great has a famous saying that I am not afraid of an army of a lion led by a sheep. I am afraid of an army of sheep led by a lion. So leader is a very, very important person. So what is the difference between a leader and a manager? The leader is actually leads by influence, develops by coercion. What is to be succeeded depends on goodwill, reproduce themselves. But a manager by position, drives workers, needs to be needed. See the picture here. The boss, the boss or leader will be in the front. And he is doing the activity. He is just coordinating the activity of the subordinates. But the boss, what is that? The boss is in the back and he is pushing the worker to do that, do this, do that, do that. And always the leader use the word we, and the manager always use the word I. So that is the difference between a leader and a manager, or leader or a boss. And what is in industry, it is very, very significant that oversized ego persons can create a lot of problems. As I mentioned, it is not machines, it is human beings create a lot of problems. What the main problem in academicians also, you might have seen the egoistic persons. Oversized ego, normal ego, everybody has some ego, but oversized ego persons, what are the signs or symptoms of the oversized ego? You can just add your comments also. Oversized ego person, they always think they are right. They always think they are right. They are not ready to learn anything from others. They think that everything they know, and they are so afraid of being viewed negatively. They will always act like they know everything. They need to be listened to and to be admired. And if you see the second sign of a oversized ego person, they always gossip. They always gossip, that person is like that, this person is like that. So always gossiping. They are very fragile they are having very big ego people just like that. But people that with oversized ego don't just gossip once in a while. They always talk about others. They make an effort to criticize them. They condemn them, then criticizing the colleagues, and all that things happen. And if you, yes, sir, please. You have anything else to add?
So they do not listen to anybody.
Yeah, correct. They did not listen to anybody. They keep on talking themselves. I mean, in a field that they are right. They are always right. Others are wrong, like that. And they're never satisfied. Also, they don't even. They have a very eagerly waiting for the promotion to get, and no, they feel that they are more eligible than anybody else. I know everything. I am the eligible person, and the fact is that most of the time they will not get promotion. So that type of things will be there. And also they hate losing. They often hold grudges. If suppose there is a quarrel between two faculty, some people, okay, let it be, okay, no problem, no problem. But these people keeps a grudge, and they always have an inferiority complex. They always lie, they cheat everybody. They keep on angry with people, all that type of thing. And they don't have friends at all. They don't have much friends. They think that the friendship, actually keeping a friendship actually is unworthy of time. And they take all the credit for success. If suppose in your college there, or somebody is organizing a program, maybe some of the faculty is hardworking for the past 1 week or 2 weeks for arranging this program, everything. On the function day, these oversized ego people come and pretend that they have managed everything and they just like a show off, like that, and they will try to get the full credit of that. And if suppose something goes wrong, they will say that I'm not aware about this, that person did that, this person did that, something like that they say. So these are the various symptoms of oversized ego people. Anybody have to add anything? Have you seen anybody oversized ego people with any other characteristics? You can respond. Anything else? Any other? Okay. So this is the techniques to reduce ego, that we have to admit mistake, we have to practice forgiveness and letting go, practice honesty and of being open, surrender your need of control, enjoy the silent moments with yourself, practice gratitude. Gratitude is a very important thing you should have to. That, this is actually human psychology. Everybody needs recognition, and you have to train your mind in such a way that we are normal persons. Yesterday there was a accident I saw in my hand, my own I have seen an accident. One lady of 23-year-old woman going to the office, she just uh, overtaking one car, and while overtaking the car, the scooter's mirror got just hit on the opposite lorry, a tanker lorry. It has happened in Irumbaram. A tanker lorry with LPG cylinders, and she fell down, and the back wheel of the tanker lorry just fall into this lady, 23-year-old lady, and spawned dead. That's all the human being life. We are all temporary people. We just like that one, breathe is over means that's all. So we should have that mindset that we are all simple people. We are not superior people. We are, anything can happen to anybody. The human life is so uncertain, so uncertain. So we have to practice gratitude, and we have to practice honesty. We have to practice forgiveness. We have to admit mistake. That is very, very important. Admitting mistake in family life also. If the husband is admitting mistake, then the problem is solved. And if the wife is respecting the husband, the problem is solved. No, so many family issues have, I'm a psychological person, so I just have seen and listened to many family problems. I understand that the men, what it needs, women doesn't know. What women needs, men doesn't know. This is the problem. Most of the time it happens. Women needs always a care, admiration, and it is emotionally, their brain is emotionally locked. Whereas man needs respect from women. If suppose the man is respecting, the woman is respecting the man will do anything for the women. So if somebody says that if you treat your husband as a beggar, you are the wife of a beggar. If you treat your husband as a king, you are the queen of the home, something like that. Anyhow, the ego, according to Lord Buddha, somebody asked Lord Buddha, I want happiness. Then Lord Buddha replied, first you remove I. If you remove I, what is remaining? One, happiness. Then you remove one. Then what is remaining? He asked. The remaining is only happiness. So if you remove I and want mindsets, then remaining everything is happiness. So the leadership is actually visionary, champion, supporter, compliance, all that thing. So visionary means something, but actively seeks to learn more about the methods, drive innovative ideas, strong ethics, understand the importance of safety, compliance, basic level of leadership, all that thing. So a type of leader, what type of leader you are. So you are a principal, you are a HOD or principal or a faculty or a tutor or a class in charge, or any company manager, all the things you are. So this is what type of leader you are, and you have to try to reach visionary level, all that thing. So culture, coming to the culture, what is culture? Culture is actually the combination of the attitude, perception, competencies, and values. These all things is culture. Or we can say attitude into perception is nothing but behavior. And behavior into competency, into value, will get the culture. So attitude and perceptions are very, very important. Your attitude towards something, your perception about something, that makes your behavior. So the thought of the attitude, how it comes means with thought. Somebody has a famous quote that your thoughts will become your words become your action will become decides your character decides your destiny. So everything starts from your thought. You should have a good thought process. You should have a very good attitude. You have very good thinking abilities. So that will definitely affect the culture of that person's behavior and competencies and values. making the culture. See, we sometimes we say that that family is a very good cultured family. Culture is there. They are keeping human values. They help people. Their behavior is very good. See, sometimes we say no, that family is a very, their family background is very good. They have very good culture. How the culture comes? Culture comes is a part of behavior and values, ethics, all that things. So anyhow, attitude are the result of experience. They can have a powerful influence over behavior. And application of science of behavior change the real world of safety problems. The safety is a function of risk, as I already mentioned. Safety is a function of human factor also. So we have to correct the human factor and we can reduce accidents. See, if you see road accidents, majority of the accidents we said overspeed. Overspeed is because of what? How the overspeed is happening? Anybody can respond. If you want to change your mindset in such a way that if suppose you want to go to your college, 9 o'clock you have to reach there, half an hour travel is there. You can start 8:30, you can start 8:15, you can start 8 o'clock, you can start 8:45. If you start 8:45, you have to rush like anything and that will commit an accident. You start 8:30, little aram say you can go. 8:15, we have enough time. You reach by your college 8:45, relaxedly you can prepare for the class or something like that. So your mindsets, this is all about your mindset. So you have to reach 9 o'clock. So your mind has to be trained in such a way that you should not drive rushly. So you have to start early. So that type of mindset things have been done, then definitely you can reduce the lot of accidents. So four states of mind we'll discuss and four critical errors and critical error reduction techniques. So the four states of mind are number one, rushing, I said already, frustration, fatigue, and complacency. What is rushing? This is what I just said. Rushing. 9 o'clock you have to reach. Half an hour travel is there. 8:45 we start. We have to double the speed. So we have to rush. And frustration. Too much of things you have taken to head. Too much of responsibility you are taking head. You'll be frustrated. You are overloaded. Fatigue also. Again, overtime you work. Sometimes you're not taking food. Skipping the breakfast. Sleepless nights. Metabolism is not working. You become fatigued and tired. If industry, if you're fatigued, you're doing a cutting operation, you're fatigued, what will happen? That can commit an accident. Complacency is this picture. You can see a person is in the control room, refinery. Imagine it is a refinery in the control room. He assumed that nothing will happen, everything is safe. See, in the control room, alarms are beeping. Alarm gives warning saying there is overpressure in the tank. Tank is going to burst. Tank is going to burst. This person, Aram say, sitting and listening to the music. Ha ha. That is the problem. Okay. And four statement, four critical errors. What are the four critical errors? Eyes not on task, mind not on task, line of fire unbalanced. What is this? This is eye not on task. This is what happened. I will just show you slip and trip hazards. Slip and trip hazards. You see this video. Here you can see a lot of slips and trips. Mind not on task. There is a reason. So here all you can see the mind is not on task. Yes or no, sir? So this is mind not on task, and if eyes not on task, space walks like this, mind not on task. See this lady. This lady is doing a multi operation. She is a very talented lady. She is driving. She is making a phone call. She is reading computer. Everything multi talented lady she is. So and line of fire. See this is standing under suspended Lord style line of fire, and this is also line of fire, and this is actually line of fire. And this is actually a chemical leak he is addressing without any proper PPs. You have to wear the face shields and all that thing. Otherwise, chemical splash will be there. It can create burns in the face. So without proper PP, he is addressing that. Slip, trip, and fall. They already did this. So rushing, frustration, and fatigue, complacency. The critical errors are eyes not on task, mind not on task, line of fire, and balance. So how 95% statically, 95% injury will be in this state to error risk pattern. So how we can reduce these errors? We have to self-trigger. We have to train our mind that we have to avoid rushing. We have to avoid frustration. We have to avoid complacency. We should be more aware about what are the risks involved in your work site and work on habits. Look at others. Analyze close calls and small errors. So self-trigger can reduce rushing, frustration, and fatigue. And complacency, it's not. Complacency means what? This is actually complacency. So we are taking everything in light. You know the Titanic disaster. Titanic ship wrecked in that maiden journey itself. What is the reason? The telegraph operator was warned by a nearby ship called California. They were stopped sailing, and the telegraph operator of the California ship was giving information Titanic stop sailing, stop sailing. But the telegraph operator just refused and didn't inform the captain of the Titanic ship because he believed that it is an unsinkable ship. But finally, what happened? That overconfidence or that complacency resulted the Titanic ship wrecked in the maiden journey itself. A big iceberg hit on Titanic, and finally, with 2 hours or 2 days, now the Atlantic, in the deep seabed of the Atlantic Ocean, the Titanic is taking rest. Anyhow, the work on habits. So so if you fear so no longer preoccupied in a mind, you won't think about what you're doing. So you'll be more, what you can say, more adventurous, become more adventurous. So that become a habit, and you will be taking more risk, and sometimes you that risk mentality may cause end up in an accident, and that will cause problems to you. So that this is work on habit. See the helmet. Where is the helmet? See this gentleman's helmet is in the hand. And see this person is not wearing proper this thing. See, this will happen. Work on habits. Mistakes. This is not the habit. We are not wearing the helmet. This is the things happen. Bhopal disaster. Bhopal disaster, everybody knows. Bhopal is the capital of Madhya Pradesh, December 3 midnight, 1984, methyl isocyanate, 42 ton of methyl isocyanate. The TLV value of the methyl isocyanate is 0.02. On that day, 20 ppm of the 20 ppm methyl isocyanate, and it's a high dense gas. Density of the gas is very high. What will happen if the density of the gas is high? Can you say an example of high dense gas which is used in your house? LPG. LPG's density is double than of air. Low dense gas. Can you name an example of low dense gas? Anybody? Hydrogen, helium, all these things are low dense gases. So if the density of the gas is high, then that can result in a very high disaster. So look at others. If you are an experienced person, suppose your subordinate is a fresher, so you have to advise him and inform him proper wearing the proper PPs and all. Look at the situation of accident potential, that is SOAP. Recognize the potential hazards for safety problems, fix these problems before you commit anything like that. And fix these problems before you start the job, be proactive. And this is a 4 critical error reduction techniques: self-trigger, analyze close calls, look at others, work on habits. So this is how it works. And how to implement BBS? That is the next problem. How to implement BBS? So anybody has any idea about how to implement BBS? So this is how we have to assess the location. Mainly it is used for manufacturing industries where a lot of people are engaged in their work. So most important requirement is safety management system has to be in place. And we have to prepare a team of steering committee based on the type of operation, make the checklists, selected methods, start from history, and we have to, which area we have to focus, that is based on where the frequency of accidents are high, that is high incident area. Place with changes in equipments or new plan with change in process, plan with the new workforce, all that plans is okay. And previous attempts to reduce work-related injuries. We observe and the data analysis, we just give the feedback and positive interventions and all that thing. See, this is how the observation is done. Somebody is doing an activity here, so this person is observing this person and whether he's following the SOP, whether he's wearing the proper PPEs. What are the PPEs you know? Anybody knows what are the types of PPEs we have to use in a workplace? Mechanical engineers might be knowing. Anybody?
Helmets,
Yeah.
gloves,
Yes.
gloves,
Helmet, gloves.
gloves,
Correct, madam. Correct.
goggles,
Goggles. Goggles. Yes. Correct. Goggles or safety spectacle. Then sound.
uh, boots,
Earmuffs.
Earmuff. Correct, sir. Earmuff or earplug. Boots. Safety shoes. Safety shoe has a speciality that it has a metal steel toe in the front. In the toe side, there is a metal cap is there. So if suppose something fall from height, it will not be disturbed your, it will not make any problems for your hand. And these are the non-respiratory PPs: head protection, ear protection, leg protection, hand protection like gloves and aprons, and respiratory. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Please mute. Respiratory PPs, we have SCABA, SCUBA, or mechanical filter, chemical filter, or combination of various filters, mask, and all that things is inline air filters, all that things are the various respiratory PPE views. SCABA means self-contained breathing apparatus. Suppose we want to enter into a confined space. If you are entering into a confined space, what is the oxygen level required in the confined space? It should be between 19.5 to 23.5. It should be between that. Suppose somebody is going to clean the well. In Kerala state, many accidents are happening because of the well. There may be insufficient oxygen. There may be carbon monoxide. There may be sulfur dioxide. Or there may be any other toxic gases. Because the plant's leaf will be there, it got decayed and it produces a lot of other unwanted gases that can make the man which is going inside to cleaning, he may inhale it and he may collapse or he become unconscious. These are all the problems happening. So in this confined space entry is very, very important. And here observing that whether there are proper procedures, proper SOPs has to be, and this BBS is not to blame anybody. It is to, this BBS is actually to find out the real causes of accidents and we have to reduce accidents. That's all. We don't want to blame anybody. So BBS is implemented not to blame anybody, to find the reasons. So the main points is correct the behavior. Suppose somebody have wrong behavior that they doesn't have any procedure following mentality, so we have to correct it. That is the major objective of this. And roles and responsibilities in BBS. Managers provide oversight for supervisors, understand BBS process, eliminate the organizational issues, and supervisors keep all personal observation data confidential. Ensure that non-disciplinary action are taken because of the observation, and understand what the data is saying about safety performance. Remove any barriers to safe behavior, make BBS part of daily operations for themselves and their workers. And workers develop positive safety attitude, participate in BBS training, understand, participate in BBS process, participate in safety meetings that support BBS process, keep an eye on fellow co-workers, take a direct role in making. And steering committees actually, this is to develop an action plan based on the reported observations. And communicate in safety meetings, make safety recommendations to management, provide BBS training to ensure all workers are using program consistently. This is how the teams works. So there is a checklist. We have to prepare the checklist, and based on the checklist, we observe and analyze and think. I just show you a checklist, sample checklist. I just show you. This is a sample checklist. Just a minute. So if you see, this is a checklist for a particular printing press. So here you can see the, see, This is how the checklist. So here you can see personal protective equipment. We have just named some 10 workers randomly, and they were wearing proper gloves when handling ink or chemical. This is actually a paper printing press. Using hearing protection in noisy area, yes or no? Using appropriate footwear, yes or no? Verify guards are in place before starting, yes or no? Using emergency stop button, avoid bypassing safety interlocks, checking press settings, using proper lifting techniques, chemical safety, using proper containers for chemicals, keeping chemicals containers closed when not in use, washing hands after chemicals, disposing of chemical waste properly, housekeeping, keeping walkways clear of obstacles, cleaning up spills immediately, disposing of waste in proper containers, returning tools. All these are the various checklists: maintenance, specific printing hazards, communication awareness, all these things. This is a sample checklist for a particular industry. We can have based on the industrial this thing. We can have various checklists for the particular industry. And BBS works only if readiness is there. Best, very important thing in the implementation of BBS is management commitment. Without management commitment, we cannot do anything. So management commitment is a very essential thing we have to follow in any industry. That is very much required in industry. Then only BBS can be implemented. And BBS failure forced start. If somebody is forcing to start employees and are all not willing to take part, then it can fail because checklist may have wrong. Wrongly we are filling the checklist means the BBS will not work. So first of all, we have to train the managers and train the workers the advantages of the BBS. Then only we can implement BBS in a workplace. Okay. So information used for discipline, lack of focused action plan, lack of visible success, all that things. BBS is viewed as a stranger. Safety department's job it is considering as a job of only safety department alone. All that thing can create problems. So remember, BBS will give an additional perspective on safety. It's not a replacement for anything we are already doing to prevent accidents. It is actually an additional thing we are doing with the existing safety system plans and all that things. Okay. Then the BBS, actually BBS is a big brother safety, not big boss safety. And this is actually different types of culture. You can see the types of safety culture, reactive or negative safety culture. There are different type of people that if suppose we are proposing something, they say, oh no, it's not possible. We are doing this activity in this way. We cannot change it. That is a attitude of some departments. Some departments say they wait for say some other department take action. We will also do. In an independent safety culture means each department will take care of the safety or of themselves. And inter-department safety culture is nothing but I will take care for you, you will take care for me. That give and take policy. This is actually required for BBS. Okay, this type of culture is required. So observe and correct unsafe behavior on the spot daily. BBS is not only responsibility of the safety department alone. It should be a cultural drive, has to be or change has to be taken place by all departments. Then only it will be success. And these are the observations, basic observations. We have to check whether the people are wearing PPE, whether the proper housekeeping is there, proper usage of tools and equipment, body positioning, material handling, proper communication, following of SOP, visual focusing, using mobile, while working hours, road safety behaviors, COVID-19 related behaviors, emotional care. So promise of HOD in VBS implementation is that head of the department of your department has to promise that the chief mentor of BBS for training, reviewing and rewarding all employees and workmen in my department for their daily observation of at-risk behavior and their spot correction for creating an independent safety culture towards the achievement of zero harm. This has to be declared. This should be the promise of the department in charge. And observation a day, keep the risk away. And BBS observation, spot observation, spot correction, only more than one unsafe behavior as a big brother, in less than 5 minutes. So behavior donation is better than blood donation. So this is actually observers need to follow take an observation round of your unit, put the question to an observee whether he is safe or not, praise for his safe behaviors to reinforce, convert his unsafe behaviors to safe, and educate or retrain him or his unsafe behaviors. Take an oath from that he will not repeat the unsafe behaviors. Ask an observee to observe another co-worker. All these things, and sport reward and recognition to observee. These are the good things can be done. And questions that are asked by the management for BBS launch. This is the roles and responsibility of the steering committee, how to form steering committee, all these things. This is actually a 5-minute approach. 5 minutes used in saving life. 5 minutes used for sharing goodness. 5 minutes practice in humanity. Suppose your college people, just faculties, just come to the department and 5 minutes you just have a discussion on what are the things happened in the previous days. Share some happy moments with them. Oh yes, I have gone there. I plan to go for a tour. My family, my daughter got first. My boy, my son got first. My son got achieved in this award, that award, this award. My wife is getting a promotion. So some positive things you can, you are going to purchase a new car, something like that. Or your sorrows, your wife is not feeling good, somebody is sick, your mother is sick, your father is sick. Sharing the information, sharing that, all that things will be making a brotherhood, affection, caring, safety dialogues, empathy, all that things you should have. So safety behavior can be defined, observed, corrected on spot, measured or implemented and sustained. And measure long-term supportive safety culture as a planned intervention of applied behavioral science to sustain as person way of life. Kindly ensure the BBS implementation progressing as discussed in 20 points. That is formation of the side BBS steering teams, developing observer, creating BBS, displaying BBS banners, daily BBS mass communication sites, and reverse BBS TBT, and monthly follow-up, maintaining site BBS, monthly circular, BBS month and annual celebrations. And daily 15-minute observation round, BBS linked to EHS annual index, linking BBS to vendor TNC, linking BBS to families and schools, measure BBS on monthly safety statistics, regular involvement of top management, safety culture change from 1 to 4. BBS project is needed for its identity, develop lead trainers and site BBS active coordinator for weekly reviews at locations. So measure 20 into 5, 100% BBS performance. And this is how you can see this picture, data collection. So we have to collect data from various departments like process house, boiling house, mills, EHS, boiler, electrical account, sales, instrumentation. Based on the type of industry, we have to collect this is the number of safe behaviors, this is the number of unsafe behavior, all that we have calculate. And how do we calculate the safe percentage safe? Actually, this is actually percentage safe formula. I'll just show you. Where is the formula? This is a formula. This is a formula to calculate the percentage safe. So suppose 50 activities you observe, worker one is doing 40 safe act and 10 unsafe act. The percentage safe is 10 divided by, 40 divided by 40 plus 10. So 40 divided by 40 plus 10 is 40 by 50. So 80% is the percentage safe. And the vice versa. Some worker is very careless. He is doing only 10 safe act and 40 unsafe act he is doing. Then the percentage safe is 10 divided by 50 into 100. It is only 20. See the difference. So this is how we just calculate the percentage safe. So this is the observation card we have to design. The sample observation card is like this. And yeah. This is actually BBS observer. He is caring, listening, praising, accepting, bonding, all that type of things we have to develop. Okay. And this is the observation in a particular plants. Congested pathways, overspeed of forklift, belts are not properly occupied, fire lift is used for other purposes, there is no proper waste management system, safety lines are not painted properly, emergency warning or alarm systems are not maintained effectively, new upgradation of safety panel is not done. All these things are the various observations we can see in the painting industry. And you can see some accident videos I'm going to show you. These are the various accident electrical safety. I just show you. This is the electrical type of accidents. You can see what are the various unsafe things they are doing. Loose connection, live wire, ladder not in a position, not using gloves. So these all things are various things. And if you see, this is another very important information you have to understand. Suppose you're using a crane. Crane is operating. This man is operating the crane. See, just see. He's operating the crane. This is the reason. See, he's standing here. So through this line, it goes from here. These all areas are energized. So we should not move. If you take our leg, one leg up, then there will be a potential difference and you'll get electric shock. In this time, what you want to do is, see. This is how we have to do. Electrical people might be knowing about this. Otherwise, what will happen? A potential difference that can create a shock. That is what happens. And if you see this, these are already shown. This is another. This is fatigueness. Overtime work sometimes lead to accident. So these are the various, and this is very important as part of electrical things. While checking, see, this person laptop is power is not coming, so he is checking the cable. So see, while checking the cable in a live wire is touching, and at this area there is an insulation failure. So when it touches, see, getting electric shock. Yes. This is something. So we should not touch on this person. What do you want to do? We have to power off, switch off the power supply. In panic situation, we touch on him because he's our friend. So we'll touch, don't touch him. So what we have to do is that we have to remove the electrical this thing, turn off the source. If you could not find the source by using a dry wood or anything like that, we have to hit that person from the contact. The first thing we have to switch off the power supply. If you could not find the power supply, only you have to go for. Then CPR. CPR, everybody knows about CPR. I'm not seeing that. CPR is like this. We have to just check whether he's breathing, whether pulse is there, heart is starting or not. So if not there, we have to just do this exercise like this. This is how we do the CPR, and breathing you have to do. So this is how we are doing. So actually we are recirculating these things. See. Okay, anyhow, so that is a thing we have to take care while somebody is getting an electric shock or any other type of these things. And this is working at height, you can see. This is, see, the person is working at height, he fell down. See, there is no harness. They were not using any harness in the edge from that age. Oh, see, he's coming like this. And he's coming from the earth mesh height around 15-20 meter height. He's falling and he just so just like that. This is one of the major accident happening in various places. So we should have to observe all these things in behavior-based safety. What we point is, we observe various things, what are the unsafe things and unsafe acts a person is doing, and we observe it and we inform them this should not be repeated. So this is, you can see, worker 1, worker 2, worker 3, worker 4, worker 5, what are the activities he is doing and what is the causes of the basic cause of that accidents to happen, all that things. If you see, this is actually a sample worksheet of how the BBS is done. Eye protection, goggles. W1 means worker, worker 1, worker 2, like that 10 worker will be there. They are wearing, whether they are wearing the goggles, whether they are wearing the proper gloves, protective clothing, footwear, ear mask, finger protection, following the lockout, tagout procedures, properly storing and handling the chemicals and hazardous material, maintaining a safe distancing from moving machinery, and using proper techniques to prevent slips and trips and falls, trained and knowledgeable in emergency response procedures, properly securing loose clothing, avoid distractions such as cell phones and all that things. So these are the various checklists we have. So based on this checklist, we find out these 10 workers. If you see, this is the worker number 1, the 18 safe act and 13 unsafe act. So performance is only 58. If you see the worker 6, he is doing 24 safe act and 4 unsafe act only. So 85.71. So like that, what do you do? The best performers will give award. So here the worker 4 and the worker 6 have performed well. So we'll give award to that persons. And this is how we just calculate with each and every department. We can calculate this unsafe act and unsafe conditions like this, and we can have a data like this. I'll just show you a data, sample data. We have done in Malayalam Manorama. We have implemented the BBS in Malayalam Manorama. Just show you. This is a report. So based on the checklist, we prepare a report. So report shows that you can see the report. So report says that total 380 safety observations were recorded across 8 safety categories with overall safety complaints rate is 78.68. And observation statistics, it is like this: specific printing area, communication, ergonomics, body positioning, machine operation, housekeeping, chemical safety, PPE, maintenance. So maintenance 60% complaints. Significant improvement is required during the maintenance. And personal protective equipment also. People are not wearing proper PPEs. Chemical safety also require attention. And this is a critical issues. Men at work, signages, 0 complaints. No observers reported proper use of men at work. Hearing protection, they are not using. Chemical waste disposal, they are not doing. Toll storage is not there. Safety communication is not proper. Proper tool usage is not there. Machine guarding is very less. The chemical container management is not good. So you can see this is the best performer. This is the worker 8 is the best performer, and like that we can calculate the various performance of the various worker and recommendations and all that things is here. So PP compliance program, chemical safety improvements. Like this, we will immediate action in 1 week. Emergency address critical safety issues with complaints about below 40%. Communication has to be planned. Like that, we have conclusion in April 2025. The BBS assessment in Palakkad facility. With significant opportunities to improve, with overall complaints rate is 78.68 only. So next time it has to be improved to, they will have a target. They may target to 80 or 85, something like that. So they want to achieve this target. So this is how we do the BBS, and in industries, this type of BBS workout we will do, and we will implement the BBS and start doing that. Okay. So this is how this is happened. And this is the BBS observation analysis. You can see how many people are not wearing PPE, housekeeping problem, material handling, communications. So unsafe behavior of A, unsafe behavior of B, C, like that you can have various departments, Department A, Department B, Department C, D, E, like that. So various observations has been done, and this is how we do. So this is about BBS implementation, and thanks for essay behavior. Any doubts you have? Doubts? Anybody has doubts?
Dear participants,
Any
if
doubts?
you have
can
any
just-
queries, you can ask now.
No doubts. Okay. Okay.
Any doubts?
Oh, somebody said no doubt. If further, if you want to
Okay.
ask anything personally, you can. I will share my number. If I am a trainer, 90483772. I am a trainer in electrical safety, behavior-based safety, and occupational hazards like this one, CPR, basic life support, and consequence modeling, and various other techniques. So I am a safety auditor and a HSC trainer also. So anybody needs any type of trainings in motivation or industrial psychological trainings, or anything, any industrial participants, you have any safety audit is required, you can contact me. I'm a freelancer or HSC trainer and safety auditor also. You can contact me in this number. Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Synthesis Politing, for giving wonderful opportunity. And I thank Indulekha and Anthony sir for giving me an opportunity. He's always grateful. St. Mary's Polytechnic is one of the nice institution in Kerala, and it is the first institute offering diploma in safety and fire engineering. So we are so grateful to the management, principal, and administrative officer and administrative manager for the initiative. I have visited your college. It's a very nice campus, and the faculties are so good faculties, very enthusiastic students also. So go ahead, you have a lot of heights to achieve. Thank you so much, Madam. Deepa Madam, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. A special word of thanks goes to Mr. Stephy James for conducting an engaging and interactive session. His insightful case studies and the way he encouraged participants to observe critically added great value to the program, making the discussion more relatable and meaningful for everyone. Once again, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. Madam, shall I leave?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
May I now invite Ms. Indukala MP, Program Coordinator, to share more about the assessment and feedback.
Thank you, Deepa ma'am. Dear participants, this is an important announcement. It is regarding the assessment and feedback. Kindly log into your ATAL portal around 6:30 p.m. Now it is 6:19. You can log in by 6:25, 6:30. The test timing is from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. You will have to attend 30 questions in 1 hour. The test link will get automatically enabled at 6:30 p.m. After completing the test, proceed to the feedback section on the portal. Am I clear? Should I repeat?
Clear, ma'am.